Guys, a beautiful good morning from Frankfurt Airport, and today is quite of a dream come true. I'll be flying first class on Lufthansa right in the nose of the 747-8, something I wanted to do for all my life, and today is the day. So let's do it. Let's go to Mexico City. So usually when you travel first class on Lufthansa, they have a very own first class terminal where they even take you to the gate in a Porsche. That's how fancy it is. Unfortunately, the first class terminal is still closed. It's going to open though on July 1st again, so you can get the full first class experience on Lufthansa. And there she is, the 747-8. This is not my plane, this is the retro livery of Lufthansa. This is what those birds, Lufthansa birds, looked like 20-25 years ago. This one is off to the US, but interesting fact, the 747-8 is the answer to the Airbus A380. So it's a stretched version of the 747-400. It's also the longest passenger plane in the world. That title was with the Airbus A340-600. But when that one was introduced, it became the longest on Earth. A few facts about the 747-8, which is also currently operated just by a handful of airlines, wasn't a big seller, and the production is going to be stopped by the end of this year. No more 747. So Korean Air, Air China, or Lufthansa are the only operators of the 747-8. Maybe I'm wrong, correct me in the comments if so, but that's all I can think of. And of course some VIP and cargo planes, but there she goes. So, but this one is my plane, 747-8, and also what I love about social media on Instagram. So I was posting that I fly to Mexico on this bird, and then a lot of my followers who follow the pilot of this flight, Wilco 737, messaged me that he's going to be my pilot because he was posting as well that he was going on this flight. What a small world, and that's what I really like. So if you don't want to miss out on updates, follow me on Instagram as well to always see what I'm up to. And then it was finally time to board the mighty 747-8 in first class, a moment I've been waiting for many, many years.
Genau. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Sehr. I need that stuff here. Thank you.
Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. By using a VPN, you surf the internet safe and anonymously, and you get around censorship all around the world. Whether you want to surf Instagram in China, use Skype in Dubai, or watch adult movies in Saudi Arabia, and it works on all your devices too. My favorite perk? Finding cheaper flight deals by simply changing my IP address with Surfshark VPN, something you can do too to save some real money.
Wow.
Surfshark also helps me to watch all sorts of live streams, sport events, and gives me access to almost all Netflix library from all around the world wherever I am. Hey guys, and the good news is if you use the link in the description box below, you will get 83% off plus 3 additional months for free. What a great offer. Now let's go back to the review.
So, and here we are. Welcome on board the first class cabin of Lufthansa in the 748, which looks stunning. 8 seats in total, and I'm quite lucky today. I have it all to myself. There's just one more passenger, and let me show you my seat on this slide, which is 1A. It's probably the best seat you can have on this plane. So yeah, and this is my seat, and at my seat there is an amenity kit, also some pajamas, also quite nice, some slippers ready here at my seat. You also got some facial spray, and some hand cream individually. There's some nuts already here. Water, welcome drink, as well as the menu. I think that's going to be quite an exciting flight. First impression, it's like overwhelming. What do you expect it to be? It's really, really lovely, and a stunning cabin. It's really, really great. Loving it. So generally, I'm not a big fan of champagne, but this is real quality champagne. It tastes actually really, really good. You have a rather small screen in front of you. Got the ottoman where you can like store all your kind of stuff. Table is kept here. Then here's the remote control, as well as your seat controls. And this apparently is a divider which you can erect for like increased privacy. There's more storage space here, as you can see. And usually there used to be a rose, right? Because of COVID, they've removed it. But yeah, the seat is very comfortable. But the greatest thing is I'm right in the nose, right here. So one thing I just want to quickly mention, the seats are spotless, they're clean, they're sanitized. I think that was one of my issues I had when I was flying a business class in Lufthansa. And this time it is really spotless. And the reason I brought it up is because they're advertising it so hard on their social media, how everything is clean and sanitized, and it was an absolute disaster, which you probably saw as well as in my video. But unlike today, it looks stunning, it looks spotless, and it looks very clean. And it was then time to buckle up for a ride of a lifetime. The purser just came and gave out the internet access code, so which I think is a really great service, because sometimes you travel on airlines in first class, they don't even give you complimentary internet access. But when you travel on Lufthansa, you will get this card, which you can access the internet once we reach cruising altitude. What a view! So if you would ask me what it's like to travel in a nose, it's a lot more bumpier than usual. Bumpy ride. So in the first class experience here on Lufthansa kicks off with some goat cheese as a, it's like not even a starter, it's a starter before the starter, so don't know what you call it. So interesting, cabin crew is from Korea, speaks fluent German as well though, and he just set up a bar here with all the drinks that are available, also on the wine list, and that's what it looks like. So I guess that's what first class traveling is all about, kicking off the meal service with some caviar. If you don't know what caviar is, like fish eggs, and I love it, and it's really nice, it's really fancy, but it's just part of any first class flight. You had it on Etihad, on Emirates, so it's quite a signature starter, and it just looks amazing. I love it. Thank you, danke. Cheers, guys. And of course, as soon as there's food on my table, turbulences kick in. It's a thing, right? It's like... So the cabin crew was just offering more caviar. I mean, who am I to say no to this? When do you ever get the chance? So bring it on, Lufthansa. And there we go, another serving, which is even bigger. I reckon this is worth $150. So right now I consumed like $300 worth of caviar, which is like already like 25% off the ticket price that I've paid. So obviously paid this flight with miles, so it was a much bigger deal, like a better deal. But yeah, here you go. We go to the starter, so we have salmon and asparagus, marinated asparagus. So, and of course, if you fly a German airline, you have to have some schnitzel with some potatoes. But I could also have went for the pasta. Then they have white asparagus with black forest ham, as well as Maultaschen, which is also like very. I think it's, let's say it's a German dumpling kind of stuff. So yeah, but it looks good. Let's see what it tastes like. Never had a schnitzel on a flight. Really lovely. It's very tender and rather juicy. So it's not too bad.
And after the schnitzel, of course, I had to try the cheese.
As what makes the difference is it's served in room temperature. Some airlines, and I hate when they do that, they serve it like fresh out of the freezer, and then cheese doesn't taste like anything really. So this is the dessert, like a scoop of vanilla ice cream and some tart, garnished with some strawberries, some dessert wine, and some coffee as well. Overall, the dining experience here on Lufthansa was pretty epic, pretty nice. Really loved it. In terms of quality, in terms of quantity, and as well in terms of service, really quick service, very professional service, also very flexible service. So like they be flexible with the items they have on the menu. They don't mind putting something together that's not on the menu, so very much appreciated. That's pretty cool. And yeah, sitting in the nose and dining, having a whole first class cabin to yourself is one in a lifetime experience. So what I also think is pretty nice is there was some mouthwash, refreshing towel here given as part of the service after the service, and I don't know what we have in here. Maybe some chocolate or something. Look at this. Got some chocolate here with the Lufthansa logo on it, which is pretty cool. Sitting on the ottoman, so technically if you're traveling with a friend and you get the table here, you have like a companion like seat, you can dine together, which is also pretty nice. I'm not going to turn this one into a bed. What the crew did is he turned 2A into a bed, and this is what the flatbed experience looks like here on Lufthansa. So this seat is like 2 meters actually, so it looks pretty comfy, and as you can see there's a divider erected here, which is pretty much right here, pretty large. It's like a single mattress almost, and it feels very comfortable lying down right here. It feels pretty good. But yeah, this is the benefits of having a whole cabin to yourself. And what they've also prepared is some patron shots, tequila. What you need to have when you're on a flight to Mexico City. You've been wondering what the loo looks like here on the 747 in first class. It does look very classy, very nice, very clean. So this is the toilet actually, so lift it up, there you go. And it's also very spacious, so it's pretty much a loo with a view. And then I reckon there's some amenities here. Some makeup removal, refreshing towel. I've seen quite some loos, but this one is one of the better ones. Approved. I'm not joking. Those are the nicest slippers I've ever had. Not even on a plane in my entire life. I'm gonna take them home with me. So now let's have a look at this beautiful first class amenity kit here of Lufthansa. And one thing, it comes with this little cushion and you'd be like, oh, what's this all about? So what you can do is, as I'm wearing a watch, you can put the watch here and use the amenity kit as a watch box pretty much if you remove all the items. But now let's have a look what we have inside this really interesting looking first class amenity kit. Lufthansa's first class amenity kit in 2021 features a shoehorn, a pair of socks, headset covers, as well as some very comfy eye shades, all kind of beauty creams, mint, of course toothbrush and some toothpaste, a comb, as well as earbuds. And later you can use the amenity kit as a watch box, which I think is a pretty cool idea. Do you agree? And this is how the window shades work. Very identical to Qatar Airways on the 350. They don't dim like on the 787, though the technology on this plane here is very based on the Dreamliner. You have the same engines, you have the same flight deck. But you don't have the tinted windows and the big windows as you know it from the Dreamliner. So what I like about this flight the most, that it's a day flight. That's when you get to enjoy the product so much more. Let me know, how do you like your long haul flights? Do you prefer overnight flights where you pretty much just have a quick bite, go to sleep, wake up in the morning? Or you're just like me, enjoying the experience during the day, having a day flight, 11 hours preferable, so you can slowly go through the courses, try the wine, try the food, embrace the product? Let me know in the comment section below. I really want to know. So something I haven't had in a while, pajamas. It kind of disappeared with COVID as well, and there's a lot of business class flights where you get pajamas as well, but usually it's a must on a first class flight. So let's go, let's put them on. I have no idea what that is. I don't usually sleep with a scarf, do you? My favorite. So guys, and here we are. This is so comfortable. This is so nice. This is so much more comfortable than Emirates, Etihad, British Airways first class. This is probably also the best duvet I've ever had on any flights. And everything is so soft. Also the pillows. It's like, I feel like I'm in heaven. I mean, I'm pretty near right now. But this is so beautiful. This has always been a dream of mine. Ever since I've been a young F-geek, I always wanted to travel in the nose of the 747. But most of all, I feel so much gratitude right now because all of this wouldn't have been possible without you. You, exactly you, who's watching right now, who's sitting in front of this screen, who's traveling with me virtually. You guys made all this possible. Without you subscribing, without you watching, without your comments, without your support, all this would still be a dream. There is, we've been through drama, whether it's Malaysia, Singapore Airlines. We've been through inspiration, such as the all-female flight of Afghanistan. So when I think about it, what you and I have accomplished over the years, because this wouldn't have been possible without you guys believing in me. And let's celebrate that with a bit of facial mist. So now I had this beautiful speech and I have still like 7 hours to go. What am I gonna do next? Yeah. So over the years I did quite some traveling. I've been to 100 countries actually, and I've been to most of the countries that I always wanted to visit. But if there's one place I'm dying to go to, and which I was supposed to go last year, is Greenland. I heard it's beautiful, and it's the kind of places I really like. And in 2022, Air Greenland receives its Airbus A330-800 Neo, which I hope I can be part of the delivery flight. So if you happen to know the CEO of Air Greenland, let him know. He should get in touch with me or send me his email and I'll be in touch with him. But that would be just like I can't think of anything more beautiful than be on the delivery flight of this plane going to Greenland. I think then my life would be complete and that would be my last video on YouTube and I will finish my YouTube career. Because that's definitely a dream come true. That would be amazing. It was then time for a cup of tea, to put up my legs and do the things that you usually do when you have a first class cabin on the 747 all to yourself.
Which is normally
My aunt, she lives in Montreal.
All you do in Lufthansa first is just eat. So I have a burger with some turkey, so turkey burger with some ketchup, tomato sauce, whatever you want to call it. Nicely dip it on here. Yummy, yummy. So like 9 hours into the flight, I don't know whether you're still watching or not, but I was just given a Lufthansa USB stick and I'd like to give it to you guys. So all you have to do is just leave a comment. Doesn't matter what you comment as long as you leave one and give the video a like, and then I will pick one lucky winner who will get this USB stick. I'll send it wherever you are in the world. It's small, so I can send it. I've sent airplane models to India and it worked out somehow, but yeah. So it's 1 more hour to go. I'm getting very sleepy now. It's midnight German time. I haven't had a jet lag in over a year. I can tell you it was quite an adventure. It was really refreshing going on such a long haul flight, even though I don't look refreshed, but the whole service experience, and it was so close pretty much to what it used to be, and that is what makes me very hopeful and optimistic looking at the future of traveling and what's ahead of us. I think we pretty much going back to normal in the upcoming months, which is pretty good. We'll now enjoy the landing in Mexico City. With Mexico in sight, it was finally time to buckle up and get prepared for our landing in Mexico City. Lufthansa First Class was everything I hoped it to be. Brilliant catering, fantastic service, and a very comfortable cabin. Getting the chance to fly in one of the last remaining 747s is an absolute priceless experience and a must-do for every aviation lover. Lufthansa is a very controversial airline due to its questionable 5-star rating, but this experience was definitely a 5-star one. I hope the German flag carrier keeps on innovating this product in the future and stops being so German about everything, because I really enjoyed the crew member from South Korea, who was a true hybrid between German efficiency and Asian kindness. I think that's the way forward. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a like if you enjoyed this review and subscribe if you haven't yet. Let me also know in the comments what you thought of today's flight. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. With the new law introduced that YouTube has to withhold a huge percentage of the YouTube revenue that we make, I need your help more than ever. So I would be very grateful and happy if you could consider supporting my work on Patreon. You find the link in the description box below, and in return I offer some really interesting perks, such as being part of my WhatsApp group, monthly Zoom sessions I hold, weekly updates, your name mentioned in the end of the credits. So I have over 100 Patreons already, and we are a really great family, and sometimes I even go travel with my Patreons. So it's difficult times right now for creators, so I would really appreciate if you could, whatever amount it is, if it's just $1, it already helps me a lot. Keep on creating this content and take on the airlines to make flying better for everyone else. Thank you so much, guys, for your support, and wherever you're off to, have a safe trip.